can this be accomplished? I know you're all
As a man, from flesh and blood, I can be ignored, I can be destroyed, but as a symbol, as a symbol, I can be incorruptible.
He gave us a signal.
Where are you?
Something elemental, something terrifying.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cavecast. It's spooky season, so we've been doing spooky characters. Last week we had the Scarecrow. This week we have Solomon Grundy, and I couldn't think of anyone else that I'd rather have discussing it with me than Drunken Emerald Arrow. How are you today?
I'm awake, unlike some people, I would imagine.
Yeah, I was like, can't imagine who it would be.
No, not at all. I mean,
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, half the world's asleep right now, right? Why am I singling out one individual?
Yeah, I don't know, because he said he would be here. Let's jump in. Usually we got a couple more people jumping in, but we'll just say hello. Yeah, first in, my co-host. Always makes you feel great. Drunken Emerald Arrow, morning, sir. Jake Martin, my good buddy. And it's only you guys. So let's usually takes a second to get the blood flowing, but we'll get into it, because yes, it is early, and it's early for everyone.
Got to get that foreplay going, and then we can really get into it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold on.
People forgot to set their alarms. That's what it is. They didn't realize we haven't had time change yet.
Well, maybe they're like me. They're having a 3-day weekend. Who knows?
That's a possibility.
For Columbus
Sea-Brew.
Day. There we go. Sea-Brew. Now we're talking. Jake and Sea-Brew. That's all I need to get started. Those are my boys. My fucking ride or dies. Yeah. So this is an interesting character, because he is a Golden Age character. Cyrus Gold. He was originally, I believe, a Green Lantern villain. And I'll try to find the original cover that he was on, but when they show him, my camera's in the way of my screen. I let my wife use my computer the other day. Now everything's
Women
out
in
of
technology.
now everything's out of order.
Oh wait, this isn't touch grass or make me a sandwich.
Oh man, what do I got going on?
I don't know. What's up with your hair?
Doing the cockatoo thing. Hey, I'm growing it out. I'm getting a pompadour. But
And for those that are wondering, yes, I do have full head of hair.
The man has a lion's mane, and he chooses to cover it up.
Yes,
Unlike me, where I just go full mane. Let's see. Let's find the original.
Unlike some beanie wearing individuals. I mean, I cover the hair, they cover the bald. I mean,
oh, you're saying it didn't look out of place when Tim Pool's wearing a full 3-piece suit and then still put his beanie on?
Well, for him, that's his style. That is his persona. It's like the cape and cowl. For him, it's his beanie.
It's a safety blanket. He identifies as a beanie. Yeah, okay, cool. This is actually a good this is a full spread. This is actually a great.
Is it the centerfold?
Yeah, for the original first appearance of Solomon Grundy. Share screen. And look at that. Oh, I should add it to the, that
I was going to say that. No.
Now he was not that big, but that is an awesome spread, especially for Golden Age comics. That might be my new background for my computer. Actually, that's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Yeah, I'll save it as All American Comics. It's the header. So basically, Solomon Grundy, for we can just dive right in. For better purposes, is a giant zombie character. His name was Cyrus Gold. He's a super villain, occasional anti-hero. Appearance in American comics by DC. He's originally depicted as a murder victim brought back to life as a corporeal revenant or zombie. But we real nerds know that zombie is not the correct term. It's revenant. Through a subsequent version of the character has occasionally depicted different origins. I'm guessing it's the new 52.
Probably.
Yep. His name is taken from the 19th century nursery rhyme, Solomon Grundy. And we can just click the nursery rhyme in case you don't know how it goes. It's Solomon Grundy, born on Monday, christened on Tuesday, married on Wednesday, took ill on Thursday, worse on Friday, died on Saturday, buried on Sunday. This is the end of Solomon Grundy. And then the words of the
whatever
French.
you do not go into the bathroom, stand in front of the mirror, and say Solomon Grundy 3 times into the mirror.
Because he will show up. He won't fit through it because he's enormous, but
yes,
it's still not a great look. And then I guess there's a the words in the French version. It's Philippe Suffalt, or oh, never mind. I thought it was okay. No, I thought I read it wrong. I thought instead of Solomon Grundy it was Philippe Suffalt, and I was like, okay, that makes no sense. But okay. Let's go back.
I'm not one from name dropping, but Jake brings up Wyclef Jean. So back in college, here's a little. Back in college, I was part of a music industry, music business degree program, and we were responsible for bringing music acts, and we had in 2000 got to the MTV Campus Invasion tour, and Wyclef Jean was the headliner.
Yeah, well,
so we got him in, and yeah, we're the ones that had to set all it up, do all the contracts, writers, all that crap. And right before the show, we're all backstage. He's up on stage. It was his birthday weekend, and oh yeah, we know that smell. Yeah, he's getting high right before the show. Okay, good, excellent.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of artists do. It's when they start reeking like booze, that's the real problem. But yeah, it's never great when you're the one booking the show and it was like, oh, you're gonna do drugs right before. Okay, cool. Go out there and be somebody, Wyclef. So yes,
Weren't you that guy on in the Fugees?
Yeah. Aren't you into Black Eyed Peas?
Weren't you in NWA? Oh no,
they were good. Although I do kind of like some of Wyclif's like solo stuff. We are getting off topic. Okay. Grundy was introduced as an enemy of the comic book hero Alan Scott, the original Green Lantern. And he's fought a number of superheroes such as Superman and Batman, and other members of the Justice League. As a Revenant whose story often involves coming back to life after being deposited in a swamp, later writers have given him ties to Swamp Thing as one of DC's fantasy horror heroes. Do you know why he primarily deals with Batman now.
Oh, why is that?
So Alan Scott is like a golden age hero. They made him kind of like the hero of Gotham before Batman came up in like certain continuities. And yeah, so they made I can't remember what the swamp is. I think it's something just called Murder Swamp. It's got like it's got a hardcore name, but there's not. It's pretty on the nose. It was like, like Death Swamp, Murder Swamp.
So essentially, the gangster burial ground.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like Crime Alley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't leave a lot to the imagination. It was, I wonder what happens at Murder Swamp. It might even be Crime Swamp. I can't remember. But Solomon Grundy has been adapted in numerous media outside of the comics, including a television series and films. Mark Hamill, Fred Tusciori, and others have voiced him in animation. The character appeared as Butch Gilson in the first 4 seasons of Fox's series Gotham, portrayed by Drew Powell, which, I mean, if you see him on Gotham, he's just kind of like a guy with my build with an open vest, and it's just like, it was like you could have gotten someone bigger. Although he does look awesome in Stargirl. I loved Stargirl. I wish it would have lasted longer. I'm
gonna wear a vest next time with an open front.
Yeah, but you don't have my build.
That's true.
Solomon Grundy is muscular. It was just like a dude with like his beer gut hanging out, like, rah. Oh no, hide the Budweiser. No,
he's a Bud Light drinker.
Oh yeah. No, he orders a double Whopper with a Diet Coke. Like
watching his calories.
Yeah.
Created by
Alfred Bester. And so 1944, relatively early, so definitely a golden age character. So he's the focus. Grundy is the focus of the Four Faces of Evil one shots that explore the aftermath of Final Crisis. I just saw a kick-ass. It was a full-on comic drawn by Alex Ross, and Solomon Grundy was one of the bad guys. He's fighting Superman. It looked really, really sweet. And I know what you guys are going to say. It's not Kingdom Come. Okay. It's not. So pre-crisis. Okay. Slaughter Swamp. See, I knew it was something.
I wonder what happens there.
Yeah.
It's very vague.
Yeah. Say, Mabel, you want to get in my car and watch the moon rise at Slaughter Swamp? No, Derek, I don't. Sounds like a terrible place.
Not the same as Makeout Point or anything like that, or
yeah. Or what else do they got? Sex Plateau and any other generic name. I love it. Slaughter Swamp is for lovers. So in the late 19th century, wealthy merchant named Cyrus Gold is murdered and his body was disposed of in Cyrus Swamp near Gotham City. So it was near Gotham City, but which is weird because I don't know if All America. Okay, it does have the DC moniker on it. So because a lot of these Golden Age heroes and sometimes Silver Age, like Charleston Comics, they eventually get absorbed into DC, and then guys like Blue Beetle, stuff like that, where they have their own continuity. But let's see. Oh, it's one of the forerunners for DC Comics. So so it even predates DC Comics, which at the time I believe was just Action Comics or Detective Comics.
I mean, that episode of that book actually in the corner does have the little DC logo.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
was
wondering
gonna
if
say.
after the absorption, but they kept it as All American Comics under the DC logo for the short period of time before it was fully absorbed.
That makes sense. Yeah, so it also had Red Tornado, Green Lantern, the Atom. I really like Golden Age Green Lantern because, Silver Age, it's the yellow impurity. In Golden Age, it's wood. So anything, if you have like a wood bat, like you can like break through his constructs and like beat the shit out of Green Lantern. Pretty good for a street level hero, kind of a shitty weakness to have, especially in the 40s when I don't think everybody's walking around with an aluminum bat. So he blocks bullets, but if you got a bat, you might be able to take them. And that's another thing. So if I'm not mistaken,
I'll get you bad guy. I'll get you bad guys. Oh shit, he has a wooden bat. I'm out of here.
Yep. Oh damn, not a Louisville Slugger.
You're on your own.
But he because he was dumped into the swamp, he like his body like absorbed like a bunch of like wood and moss and so in case you're wondering, in theory, Solomon Grundy smells great. Pine scented zombie. But so
Smells like roses.
So near Gotham City, 50 years later, he's reanimated into a zombie-like creature composed partially of swamp matter with no memory of his previous life. He becomes an enemy of Green Lantern, Alan Scott, proving to be a difficult enemy, being made of wood, thus resistant to his powers. Wow, look at me go. A criminal scientist calling himself the Baron of York kills his brother and takes over his gang, stating to them that he knows where to find the body of Solomon Grundy. Once the body is found, the Baron of York injects Grundy with a concentrated chlorophyll upon knowing his background. The side effects turn Grundy into a plant when the Baron of York bluffs about him being worshipped and served. Solomon Grundy kills the Baron of York and takes over his gang, while noting that Solomon Grundy is more invulnerable to his ring due to the chlorophyll. Green Lantern chases Solomon Grundy until he becomes exhausted, and in the petrified forest of Arizona, using his ring, the Green Lantern traps Grundy into green plasma bubble for a time. So yeah, it's all over the place. And also, just like with a lot of these characters, like the Solomon Grundy that we have in comics now, I don't believe would be like capable of taking over a gang. He just basically says his name or born on Monday. But sometimes it's kind of like a Hulk deal where it's like a monstrous. So it'd be like Solomon Grundy, sad. It's nothing. I can't imagine him like going like, you rob bank. But I digress.
So he's not Batman and Robin Bane.
No, well, kind of. He kind of is now, just a little bit more aggressive. He's also, big and bad enough to go tit for tat with Superman. So a freak weather occurrence releases Grundy from his prison. While making his way across the country, Grundy heads for the headquarters of the Justice Society of America, as we know, as the precursor to the Justice League. The Green Lantern arrives early for the meeting. When the other members arrive, they find their headquarters smashed to pieces and Green Lantern missing from the ranks. Johnny turns on the radio. I'm trying to think which Johnny that would be, but I don't know, because let's click. Let's see. This is educational. We're supposed to. Which Johnny?
Doesn't really. No.
Membership. Aggravate. I'm gonna kick myself. Yep, Johnny Thunder, the Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt.
Yes. What is he? Johnny Thunderbolt. He's the one. Yeah, he has a djinn under his command, and I think the djinn's name is Jakeem.
Of course.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
No.
Yiz.
He's
Okie dokie. But yeah, he's just he's just like a regular dude, as you can see, who so yeah. I'm guessing it's that Johnny. There might be another Johnny, but yes, it'd be Johnny Thunderbolt. And I had trouble guessing his name because it's so it's so on the nose, it's a little ridiculous. Johnny turns on the radio, which plays a warning that Solomon Grundy is on the loose. The members believe that based on the large muddy footprints on the floor that Grundy got into HQ and took Green Lantern. The radio continues to report listing cities where Grundy has been seen, so each member picks a city and heads for it to try and find Green Lantern, while Wonder Woman stays behind and cooks for the rest of the heroes because it's the 40s and she's a gal, and that's just how comics were. And if she did go there, she'd probably end up tied up and bound with her boobs hanging freely, because the guy who created Wonder Woman had a binding fetish.
hence the reason of the rope of truth.
Yeah, he was also really big on not lying. He also invented the lie detector test. He interesting fellow. Let's see. Hey,
Junior.
Junior, thanks for showing up, my friend. So Wonder Woman stays behind. The scene now shifts back to the moment at the JSA HQ, where Green Lantern opened the door. To his surprise, Dobie Dickles walks in. As a matter of fact, you see Dobie Dickles in that spread standing next to Alan Scott. When you see him, he's just like his dwarf sidekick. He's like waist high on Alan Scott. Yeah, here, I'll go back to that spread real quick. Like,
Right there.
Tiny guy. And then Dobby Dickles. But he walks in and informs him that Grundy has freed himself and is on the loose. Green Lantern leaves immediately, hoping to find Grundy before any of the JSA members are hurt. Going after him. Minutes later, Grundy arrives at the JSA HQ, which, another thing, like, how does he know where that is? But it is like Golden Age. They probably just had like a big sign like the Justice Society is here. And you wouldn't want to just walk in there anyway. A couple of those guys are no joke. Wouldn't want to tangle with them. But yeah, he busts on in. He smashes the place up, and then he leaves. Because Green Lantern had already left. Green Lantern, I hope I'm saying it's either Dobie or Juby. I'm gonna go with Dobie. They use a special radio-like device Alan Scott had developed that is attuned to the mental wavelengths of Grundy himself. Green Lantern calculates the path of Grundy and announces him over the radio at the JSA HQ, where Grundy will strike. When Green Lantern and Grundy meet, Grundy rips a tree out by its roots and smashes into the Green Lantern. The Green Lantern fights back with his ring and fists until both of the men fall into the nearby stream over a small waterfall. The Green Lantern is severely dazed and tries to ward off Grundy with his ring, but he's much too weak. Grundy grabs the Green Lantern by the throat and begins to squeeze the life out of him, holding his head underwater. However, Hulkman strikes Grundy with a mace, and Dr. Midnight revives the Lantern. A combined attack brings down Grundy, and the Green Lantern deposits Grundy on a distant, lifeless planet, which is a trope that will soon continue. Is when has gone on many times when we just can't handle this character. Let's just dump him off on a barren ass planet. Which
it's Green Lantern's version of the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, or I mean, they did it to the Hulk and Planet Hulk. They were going to send him to just like this unpopulated planet, but his ship went off course, as ships tend to do in comic books, and he landed on a planet where there was like gladiatorial fights, and the Hulk did quite well. He really made a name for himself. Right. When do we get to see Grundy's sidekick, Venta? Am I missing something? I didn't know that he had a sidekick, to be honest. Are you screwing with me, Sebrew? I honestly don't know. I don't know. Venta Grundy? Am I saying it? Okay. Either way, if you're screwing with me, I don't get it.
He's screwing with you.
Oh.
A grande. Come on, think Starbucks.
Vente. It's a coffee joke. It's a coffee joke. Come on, man. It's early. I'm not on the money. So they put him on a lifeless planet. A battle soon commences when Grundy's body gravitates towards a young astronomer, Dick Cashmere, which might be my new name in the next time that we play trivia.
Dick Cashmere.
Dick Cashmere. He learns how to ride light waves, resulting in him assuming Cashmere's identity for a time while leaving the real one bound and gagged. Though the society finds him soon after, in this incarnation, he gains intelligence and then subsequently loses when Green Lantern defeats and buries Grundy in 1947. So, yeah, that's a thing. It's gonna start to get a little crazy here with Grundy. Once we start getting closer and closer to the Silver Age. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely he has. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It was Dick Cashmere and Rich Handsome, and they were just strutting this stuff for all the ladies. At this point, Grundy is freed and enlisted along with several supervillains by the time-traveling criminal Pierre Decaton. I don't know who that. I don't know who that is. We're wow. Okay, 1947. He's been around. I've never heard of this character, and so he's a member of the Injustice Society.
Oh, it's a social justice warrior.
Yeah. To the Time Trust. Okay, so he's a time traveling villain. That's what I take, but I don't know if you guys have heard of this character. I have not. Kind of a standard look.
Am I precognitive? Genius level intelligence. Time travel equipment.
Well,
Oh,
you
so
know
it's
what? You
cable.
better be a master planner and tactician if you have the ability to travel time, because you're going to be able to. Your plan should execute perfectly, and if it goes wrong, you can go back and try it again. Just saying. So per Decaton, in his second appearance, who has traveled to 1941 to capture the Justice Society of America on the day of the attack on the timeline, hoping to change history and take over the world. Grundy encounters Green Lantern, the Flash, and Wonder Woman in Echo Park, whom Grundy knows from 1947. Grundy
Wonder
bests the
Woman was
costume.
there to Wonder Woman was there to offer drinks.
Yes, and then eventually get tied up with just her titties
Yep.
hanging out, because that's Golden Age Wonder Woman, folks. I didn't make the rules. But he bests the costume trio and is summoned by a mysterious voice to deliver them or pay the penalty. The All-Star Squadron comes to the rescue. And I think I know. Yeah, I was gonna say this. The All-Star Squadron is. We're learning a lot today here, guys. They are like a just like another superhero team, but it's basically amazing, man. But it's pre-crisis only. But it's I think it's like Superman, Batman, all those guys. Hawk Girl,
Blue Beetle,
the original
Invisible
Harley Quinn,
Hood, Johnny Quick.
the original Harley Quinn. Yeah, John. I've always hated Johnny Quick as a name. But they eventually turned him into the Earth 3 bad guy, I believe.
Irma Quigley.
Oh yeah, Judo Master. So there's obvious Red Tornado would probably be like one of the bigger ones. But it's the Ma Uncle. So quite a bit. The Seven Soldiers of Victory, Green Arrow.
Pre-crisis.
Yeah, pre-crisis. Well, pre-crisis is what matters, right? Because that moniker is going to get thrown around. Mary, girl of 1,000 gimmicks. I have to know. Okay. First appearance is Mary Pembleton in June 1948. Born Mary Creamer. This is just getting more and more interesting. Adopted by Mr. and Mrs. Sylvester Pembleton Sr., the parents of the original Star Spangled Kid. So her brother Stripesy, Patrick Dugan, very awesome. If you ever watch Stargirl, but okay. I was hoping they would have like a full spread of what her costume looks like, because she has I've been in Congress too long, old lady Democrat glasses, and those are well, you just don't see those a lot as a comic book costume.
I'm bothered by her quote at the top that yes, you're absolutely right. That's why we want to have kids surrender to us so we can be peacefully. What?
So we can peacefully. Yeah. So this screams Boomer Democrat to me.
Oh yeah.
Nope. Tomorrow, buddy. I'll be having a big celebration tomorrow, and you're more than welcome to stop by. I'm starting the news an hour earlier. Let's see. Yeah, this looks like a gold mine. We'll have to do that one of these days. where we just pick something like this and where we can just find all these auxiliary characters. Because I was like Merlin the Magician. Of like they have who actually I thought was a bad guy.
Apparently not.
No, well, but Sargon the Sorcerer, Solomon
Ooh,
Grundy.
TNT, Thomas and Thomas.
Oh yeah. He's got to be 42.
42.
Wow.
Yep,
Thomas.
I think we're gonna have to do an episode just of like the Justice League breakdowns.
Yeah, no, but it's better when you have like these obscure teams, because even when they redo them, they'll be like, oh, let's bring back the Star Spangled Kid, and a lot of people were like, who? And it was like, what about Wing Hao? Which it's so racist they won't even let me show a picture of him. Human Bomb. I'm sure Human Bomb's probably been around since what? 41.
41 as well.
Crazy.
The gold mine that DC would have to go back really far and bring some of these characters.
Oh yeah. And yes, in case you guys were wondering, Uncle Sam is a DC hero. He has been for quite some time.
Since
tomorrow,
when?
buddy. It's tomorrow. We'll be celebrating it on the news.
I didn't realize DC Comics was responsible for Uncle Sam. I thought it was the U.S. government. Clearly not.
Okay, let's see when Magno the Magnetic Man came out. Appeared in 1940. Okay,
August episode Smash Comics number 13.
Magneto's a ripoff. Tom Dalton was a lineman for an electric company until he was shocked and killed by 10,000 DC volts of electricity.
Magno 2 was an unnamed second Magno appearing in Uncle Sam and the Freedom Fighters V2 number 3.
Nice, dude. 12th is a good day to have a birthday in October, let me tell you. So he has magnetic and electrical abilities, and he can recharge himself by touching exposed wires. I'm sure that set a bad example for kids. I'm gonna be like Magno. Timmy, don't. Manhunter. So if I'm not mistaken,
1941.
Yeah, 1941, but they took the design and they made him like the Green Lantern Manhunters. Let's see. Yeah, the race created by the Guardians of the Universe, forerunner to the Green Lanterns, see the Manhunters. But I mean, look at that design. It's super close. So Paul Kirk Manhunter was a crime series, but that's why I loved going through like these golden age. We should be talking about Solomon Grundy, but sometimes these lists are just too fun.
Plastic Man.
Plastic Man is great. Plastic Man's he's been around forever as well. 41. And you know what? I got to give him props. He's still around today, and they never changed his outfit. Like he's still even got the string in the middle. And he's still recognized as like one of the most powerful characters in DC. Yes. I don't think he was born on a Monday, but I might have been. Vigilante. Yep, 41. These are all like Golden Age. Firebrand, 41. I gotta get back into so the All-Star Squadron, they got some, and all of these are see, but that's the problem. Is once they get absorbed into DC, you don't know when, because like this is what they're using, and these are characters from a bunch of different comic books.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, eventually all absorbed by DC, yeah. Or in Commander Steel, always loved the Alex Ross portrayal of him. It's just like his suit is like bendy steel. Let's share that screen. Bendy steel, man. There we go. Yeah, nice and shiny. But let's get back. Actually, I do want to see Amazing Man. First appearance in 1940s.
Ash versus the Arrow, what in the All Stars? 83. First appearance, yep, was All Star Squad in the 40s.
Yeah, but they can't say when that was. Yeah, that's weird because, I mean, not to say anything, you didn't see a lot of black characters in the 40s, so I don't think he really appeared in the 40s. I think they just added him to the team in 83.
Yeah.
No shade, no shade. Friend of the channel, black people. We like black people on the stream. I'm just saying. Oh, thanks. Really? You got to show me the when you click on African American, it just kind of shows you the map of like where you might
Population.
Where you might encounter black people. It's kind of racist.
Wow, that's kind of racist there, Wiki. Are you trying to indicate where not to go?
Yeah,
wow.
Should you be out venturing in the land of Georgia?
You may run across a black person or two.
Yeah, no, it's actually kind of weird. But although too, if I don't know what I was expecting when I saw African American, I put my mouse by it. Like I was kind of just expecting just to show like a black guy, maybe a black girl. But instead we got like a polka map.
Would have been no. It would have been hilarious if you clicked on African American and instead it just showed you a picture of Samuel L. Jackson.
Hey Nate, thanks for stopping in. We are discussing Solomon Grundy, but we got off track because the All-Star Squadron is a team that it's hard to knuckle down who's actually like a member and who's not, because even on this cover of All-Star Squadron, we have Uncle Sam, who actually is a character in DC, and he's telling people to you can see you got the Ray there. You got Batman and Robin, Superman, the Star Spangled Lad. That's either the Flash or Johnny Quick. The Question, who's the Charlatan Comics, Plastic Man. So like they're all over the place. They're using this continuity, but this is in 84, which might even be post-crisis. So we're just trying to pinpoint when this character was fighting the All-Star Squadron. So let's get back, and we've also discussed that when Wonder Woman gets captured in the 40s, she's got to get her hands tied up and her titties need to hang out, because that's what happens to Golden Age Wonder Woman. I don't make the rules. Also, after
make the 40s great again.
Yeah. For comics.
Yes.
I think the Jewish population would be like, the 40s weren't great. At this point, Grundy is freed and enlisted along other super. Oh yeah, we already talked about Pure Dagaton. I'm learning so many names today. Truly the greatest generation. Yeah. So Grundy encounters Green Lantern, Flash, Wonder Woman, and Echo Park. Okay, yeah. So the All-Star Squadron, who at the time we still can't figure out who that might be, comes to the rescue. Grundy is the last villain to be transported back. He is thrust back to the moon, where he remains for over 2 decades as the timeline is erased by Decaton, and he is defeated. Decaton can travel through time, and apparently he's not very good at it, because you shouldn't get defeated if you travel through time. If that's your power, you really shouldn't get defeated. That's all I'm saying. I don't, a friend of the channel, Tards. Grundy once appeared to Earth 1 and is substituted for the super strong Blockbuster, who is another DC character that is, he's just big. But I'm pretty sure he's only been around for a little. 65. This is not how he looks currently in the comics. He looks way more roided out than this.
It was really sad when the last Blockbuster closed.
Yeah.
Oh.
R.I.P. Yeah, and then the Ukraine had to take their colors. That was the Ukraine joke. Slava Ukraine. Okay, so he's knocked, after many years, he's knocked loose from the planet. I'm getting kind of sick of this, but like the golden age is where like really all like the great stuff for Grundy is.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, man. We had this awesome Blockbuster in high school where like 12 of my buddies, like they just had the perfect parking lot for like getting stoned. And we would just like get baked out in this Blockbuster and then go wander around in it and just look for things to rent. And
hot take.
Yeah.
Hollywood Video was better.
I mean, you took what was around you, right? It was like, because there was one next to me called Mammoth Video, and that place was the shit because like they had all like the crazy B sci-fi movies that no one else wanted to watch, like because I'm sure they didn't have to pay like any fee to like keep it on. They were public domain movies, but I had more fun watching those. Yeah, Videotown, bro. I know Videotown. We also had a video update. There's a bunch of different ones. All right, we are just getting sidetracked today, and I do not care because I do love Solomon Grundy, but like I also love like learning about new comic book characters or knowing apparently that this fucking character has been around since 1965. So they like switch due to a machine that was accidentally pulling the Earths together in warp space and substituting people, as you know, a machine does. And that's another reason I love this era of comic books. You didn't have to explain the science to me. They just did shit so they could, now if this was happening, they would have to overly explain it and make it scientifically correct. It was like, but no, back in the 40s, it was like, and then this machine brought 2 planets together because science, and everyone's like, fuck yeah, science. And that was much more fun to me. During the event, he absorbed some of Dr. Fate's magic and is stronger than before, and is even able to telekinetically lift the Flash into the air. I'm assuming it's Jay Garrick Flash. He hates Green Lantern. He hates Green Lantern so much he thinks everyone he sees is Green Lantern. He's then imprisoned again inside a mountain by Earth 1 Green Lantern after being lifted up by Earth 1 Hawkman and dazed by the blows from all the heroes. But the machine is turned off and he is substituted for Blockbuster on Earth 2 and renews the attack, defeating numerous heroes. However, the JSA and the JLA went to battle the antimatter being that is threatening both Earths and in warp space after being summoned by fate, who had sensed the threat due to the Spectre. Wow, they are just throwing out so many fucking names in this. And as the heroes return, and they find Green Lantern had placed Grundy and Blockbuster together to occupy them, and the two have been knocked the hate out of each other. Grundy has been taken back to his Earth by the Justice Society. So I'm pretty sure everything that I. Oh my God, Volthoom, you're talking about the Proto Lantern. The Volthoom is actually a very, very cool comic book character and concept. And just another example that the Guardians of the Universe are fucking monsters. But yeah, no, it is kind of like a Volthoom thing. So and yes, they so that's basically what he does. He's undead, so you can't just like kill him. You have to trap him because he can't die.
He's already dead.
Yeah, he's already dead. He can't get dead any further. His next appearance, Solomon Grundy, with the combined might of both the Justice battles, the combined might of both the Justice Society and their later counterparts in the Justice League to nearly a standstill at Slaughter Swamp when he develops an affection for a lost alien child who's accidentally been sent to Earth 2 and is dying due to the separation from his pet. Yes, I read all those things and I meant all those things. Having absorbed magic from Dr. Fate and Green Lantern, Grundy is easily able to defeat the combined might of Superman, Flash, and Earth 2 Hawkman. So yeah, this whole new, I didn't know that Solomon Grundy could absorb people's energy. Yeah, superhuman strength, stamina, durability, regeneration, and immortality. I don't know about him absorbing all of people's shit, but because this is just the yeah, so this is just the history of pre-crisis. Let's get post-crisis. We don't have to really. We're getting into some insanity here. So, but as you'll see, there's a lot that kind of like goes down. A lot of these characters were interwoven, and especially when they started, and I'm not sure at what point they started doing this, but
Skyman.
They would have what?
Skyman.
Where's Skyman?
He's the middle paragraph. She convinced him to press unconscious Mr. Bones' bare hands against Skyman, since Bones'
yes,
skin consisted of extruded cyanide-based
that's a Star-Spangled Kid. That's Sylvester Pembleton Jr. We already talked about him, but it was like that's another thing too. Is a lot of these characters will have like crazy ass names, and it was like, yeah, in the original Harlequin. So like I said, this is a weird one, and I wasn't expecting this because a lot of these characters are like intertwined, and but they also did this, and I think it was between Flash of Two Worlds. That's where originally Barry Allen runs, and he makes it to Earth 2, which is actually just the Golden Age, and he runs into Jay Garrick. And once they realized that they could have like the Golden Age meet the Silver Age, they did it all the time. And that's where it starts to get murky is, like, when does Superman Earth 2's history stop and when does Earth 1's history start? Or is it just that his spaceship landed a couple decades later. Well, if that's the case, then they had a big problem, and it started to escalate more and more, which is why you needed something like Crisis of Infinite Earths to kind of map this out, because it was starting as you can, like, I'm aware that I just read this paragraph, but like I couldn't fucking tell you. Like normally when I read something I can visualize, they're like, nah, and then he's absorbing this character's power, and so they're getting all over the place. But Solomon Grundy briefly works with the Injustice Society of America, which, I mean, has been around since 47. So yeah, it was the Wizard there. He started it. The group consisted of Vandal Savage,
Oh,
Pure Degaton, the Thinker, the Gambler, and Brainwave. And then they added.
I'm a big fan of the Gambler.
Yeah.
He's so great. He doesn't even have a picture.
I was gonna say a lot of these guys, but Icicle's been around forever. The Huntress, who I think I knew her as Tigress, but I was gonna say Sportsmaster, another big one. Sportsmaster's been around since 1947. That's crazy. Actually, it makes more sense because like he's like throwing like baseball
later in life
at you.
Well, later in life, he joined ESPN.
Yes. Vandal Savage has been around since 43. Also a Green Lantern. The Green Lantern, Alan Scott, underrated for all of these like crazy bad guys. I was and it was like he's a Cro-Magnon warrior who gained immortality, so he's been around for over 50,000 years. It was like he basically, even though he's never come into contact with Ra's al Ghul, like their paths kind of, we always said that we wanted their paths to cross, notable aliases is Khufu, Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, Genghis Khan, Blackbeard, Kane.
Of course.
But I do like they kind of have him. He's more impish. Now they just kind of just make him like a big dude with a beard.
Right there. Yeah.
They actually kind of make him dress like what's his name in the X-Men comics. He's head of what is it? Not the Black Label Society. The hell is his name? Sebastian Shaw.
Okay. Yeah.
But so that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, Wildcat, another one that's been around forever. 42. So he has crossed Mr. Bones. Yeah, it's just a skeleton. I'm pretty sure that when he touches you, you die. He's only been around since 85. Yeah, his skin exudes a cyanide compound. So like when he touches you, you basically die. Which, kind of a lonely power to have, but he has invisible skin and he's a walking skeleton, so I can't imagine that his nightlife is anything to be desired. Okay, so Earth 1 history. Okay, when Earth 2's Solomon Grundy visited Earth 1, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. He left behind residual cells in the sewers. The Earth 1 Solomon Grundy is born when a parasite uses the enhanced crystal to metabolically hasten the growth of the residual cells, which becomes a new, much bestial version. During a clash with Superman, it is determined that his might is too much for the Man of Steel. So Superman flies the monster to an alien world, hospitable to all, save the hardest life. As a zombie, the zombie propels himself into the air, mimicking his one-time adversary. Wait. He flies the monster to an alien world, inhospitable to all, save the hardest life as the zombie propels himself into the air, mimicking his one-time adversary. The version repeatedly plagues Superman for years, until during an encounter wherein multiple Grundys are spawned, and the Swamp Thing, Superman and the Swamp Thing both encounter the Grundy clones. Soon, Superman obtains a compound from Star Labs, which causes the Grundys to become inert, in effect, killing the seemingly unkillable Man-Thing. Swamp Thing attempts to cry out for Superman to stop because he believes that Grundy, to meet the definition of life, but Swamp Thing is unable to express this due to his physical difficulty in speaking. This version of Grundy returns for one final time without explanation, leading a gang into Earth 1 Gotham City. He is apparently destroyed yet again when Batman tricks the creature into a blast furnace, as that seems like fairly classic Batman. Like, Batman has a no-kill rule, but like, if you're already dead,
Yeah, well, then the no-kill rule does not apply.
yeah, it's also the same with like aliens, or there's a bunch of other things. Like, I don't think he had any problem taking out what are Terra demons, things like that. But the version of Grundy was retroactively erased from history after the revamping of Superman in Crisis on Infinite Earths. Okay, now we're getting into the version of Grundy that I know, which is post-Crisis. But I felt remiss if we didn't go over the Golden Age, because the Golden Age is just insane of like what it does, because he was kind of a Swiss Army knife of, he's just this big monster. And they even had him doing things that I never knew he would do, where he's like absorbing other people's magic and powers. I've never really seen that. Post-Crisis version of Grundy is similar in history to his Earth 2 counterpart. Debuts in Batman the Long Halloween storyline. Really? Grundy's a newly disfigured Harley Dent strike up an odd friendship after Dent escapes the slaughterhouse to plot a revenge on Carmine Falcone, or Falcone, however you want to say it. I won't judge you. Grundy also appears earlier in the story during Thanksgiving, when Batman goes into the sewers to pursue a suspect who bombed Dent's house. Grundy attacks both of them, but Batman drives him off by blinding him with a shot of mace. In the feature-length animated adaptation of The Long Halloween Part 1, Batman generally persuades Grundy to cease his hostilities towards the bomber and allow Batman to take him into custody, removing the undesirable intruder from Grundy and the status quo to like relative tranquility, successfully appealing to Grundy's simple nature for peace, quiet, and solitude. Later, in a somewhat humorous twist, Batman provides Solomon Grundy with a Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, that's cool. I did like that sequence. So yeah, he's basically the same. He's killed. He comes back. No. They do something in New 52, because I have maybe it's just so bad they won't even. Get out of here. Get out of here. They make him. Yeah, they make him look. They make him look dumb as shit. Where are we going here? Oh no, this is what they do in kind of like New 52 Earth 2. They make him the guardian of the gray, which the gray, like Swamp Thing, is of the green, Animal Man is of the red, and the gray is of the dead, and they make him like bondage Nazi Grundy. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. They were like, well, what if we, and like the Black Lantern shit had just gone down, but like he's in no way big. He's like a representative of death. He's kind of like what Black Hand was in Blackest Night, but it's in no way as cool. I do like that they had him fighting Earth 2 Alan Scott, who I guess they made like a closeted gay man because 2010 comics, that's what it is. But yeah, that's what he looked like. So let's just keep moving. Let's see. He reappears as Batman and Shadow of the Bat. God, I love all the covers of Shadow of the Bat. They're always so sweet. Battling Batman once again, killing a female descendant of one of the killers of Cyrus Gold. So that's another thing. Sometimes he would go back and kind of like seek vengeance on like the people who killed him or whatever. The origin of Grundy's resurrection come from the fact that the Parliament of Trees and the High Council of Plant Elementals, which is something that is a very cool idea from Swamp Thing. That's an Alan Moore creation, but they tried to turn him into the newest plant elemental. However, the process was missing one vital piece: fire. As a plant elemental can't be fully created unless it died in flames, which since Grundy his death did not involve fire at all, the process is not complete, but he becomes some sort of half functional plant elemental. Grundy has been seemingly destroyed on several occasions, only to rise from the swamp again in a new incarnation. Each version of Grundy has been somewhat different from the last, depending on the medium used to dispatch him and the drawing style of the current artist. The original Grundy, for example, had prominent front teeth. Yes, he did. Almost to a point where it almost looked like a Fu Manchu thing going on, like he had some Bugs Bunny teeth in the front of him. Some have been truly evil, some much less so. Some versions are mindless or more mindless than others. Some are moderately intelligent, recalling the literate, well-spoken monster of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. So yes, that's what I'm saying. There's various versions. We're getting into Faces of Evil. I did want to talk about this. He appears in Salvation Run in a miniseries. He's killed during the battle of with the parademons, which I call bullshit. Parademons would not be able to take out Solomon Grundy. His body awaiting his inevitable resurrection is left behind when the villains leave the Hell Planet. However, when the villains exit, Grundy's hand trembles, accompanied by a groaning sound. Okay, in the one-shot Faces of Evil, Solomon Grundy, Jeff Johns, Scott Collins, Cyrus Gold returns to life in Swatter Swamp as he was prior to becoming Grundy. So he returns to Gotham City, but is shot by police after attacking a charity worker. In the police morgue, he transforms into Solomon Grundy and is once more an unintelligent monster, repeating the opening line from the nursery rhyme. A week later, having retreated to the sewers, he has a fight with Killer Croc, which I'm sure he then breaks his arm, and then Killer Croc retreats to the sewers and swears vengeance. At the end of the fight,
and of course, that's one of the places that Ice Bane has problems getting into.
Yes, well, it's that's because it's the governor of New Jersey is just making it really hard for Ice to get in there, and they channeled the only Ice Bane.
Ice Bane. Ice Bane. Born in a prison, you get dubbed insane. Born in a prison, you can feel like Drain. I'm Ice Bane. Dubbed insane. Protect your neck, no disrespect. I'll deport your rats, and I'll collect the check. I'm analyzing everything that you do. Yeah, I broke the Batman, then I'll report his ass too. Coming straight out of the clan of Wu. I killed so many men, but I respect a few. I ain't robbing no Robin on no street corner or no alleyway. Respect a few. I'm a spectacle with a license to perform violence with an intent to use. I'm a problem in Harlem, just like I'm a problem in Gotham too. I got testicles. Killer Croc wanna break my arm? I bet you do. You think you know about darkness? I was born in it. You think I'm dropping the charges? Go on, get gone. Tell Gordon and the warden to get some. Get some. Protect your neck, Holmes. I'll roll up to your spot clad in denim.
Yeah, Iceman. We don't need to go the whole other minute on that, but respect the rap game. It's Ice Bane. Okay, so he comes back. This was a good story. At the end of the fight, exhausted, he reverts back to Cyrus Gold again. So now it's becoming like a Hulk thing. He finds himself in front of his own grave, where the Phantom Stranger tells him that he has 7 days to undo his curse. There is an unholy night coming, as black as the dead's blood. And it's best if Solomon Grundy was not around for it, referencing the upcoming Blackest Night storyline. Alan Scott serves as a reluctant guide as the story continues in the Solomon Grundy miniseries. This is an absolutely banger of a miniseries, and I love Blackest Night. In the countdown to the Blackest Night, Cyrus Gold was given 1 week to discover the truth on who murdered him, so he could repent for all of his sins and gain absolution. Alan Scott and the Phantom Stranger were given as his guides throughout the week, while Etrigan is, I believe, a Jack Kirby creation. 72. He's also, you'll find him every now and then in a Batman comic, but like you'll see him in Swamp Thing, any Justice League Dark, and any time where you get into the mystical, magical stuff like that. But let's see. Heading back. So we got Etrigan, who was trying to take him to hell, which, that's where Etrigan is. I believe he's like a duke in hell. He's a high up. He's a high ranking demon. He has a lot. He's a lot more privileges afforded him than just like your run of the mill demon. He's not like basic bitch demon. He's a special type of demon. And he also, in some iterations, he only speaks in rhymes. So he's an OG. Gold has had a habit of getting killed. No matter how much damage was done to his body, he was resurrected. A complete Solomon Grundy. driven to kill. Eventually, it was revealed that Gold had committed suicide, meaning he forced the curse of Solomon Grundy on himself. Yeah, I think he was normally he's killed and just dumped off. I don't remember that, but or maybe they forced him to commit suicide, but he didn't do it on his own accord. At the end of the series runs shows Grundy is reanimated as a Black Lantern while Cyrus goes to hell. Grundy then tracks down and attacks Bizarro using a past friendship to stir up the creature's emotions. Bizarro eventually defeats Grundy by flying him into the sun and completely incinerates him in the Black Ring. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like Bizarro, especially if you're getting away from failed clone Superman. Furious Dan, my man, good to see you, brother. Yeah, there's like 40 watching. If you could like, share, just let everybody know we're talking Batman today. We're talking Solomon Grundy. Strange character. So let's see what they did to him in Rebirth. The Prime Earth Solomon Grundy is introduced in DC Rebirth. His appearance resembles that of the pre-Flashpoint depictions. Grundy briefly is seen fighting Akrillo of the Sinestro Corps and Saint Walker of the Blue Lantern Corps, which is something that we'll probably never get into on this. Maybe if we get past after we finish this and then we do Krypton cast, maybe we'll do Ring cast, because I do love me some Green Lantern. But so the sorceress Selena, our buddy Iron Oxide's wife, created a mindless clone of Grundy from his DNA sample to serve as muscle for the Fatal Five. Which, how long have they been around? 67. Unbelievable. Because they are not A-listers, let's just say that. Emerald Empress, Mano, the Persuader, Thorak, Validus. Yeah, you always know it's great when they don't have pictures. See, Emerald Empress picture, yeah. Mano. Not even an article, just a mention. No, yeah, none of these. Crazy. Yeah, so that's some low tier shit. Yeah, their first thing shows up like in 0 hour, but even though they've been around since 67. 0 hour Crisis in Time was probably what was it, 2000 or 94. Okay, so only off by like 6 years. Yeah, that was one of the first big Crisis events that I remember. Either way, I'm not gonna lose it on the Fatal Five here. And they fought Supergirl in the New Golden Age. A flashback to 41 has Dr. Fate and the Salem Witch Girl, or Salem the Witch Girl, assisting Mr. Miracle, which I guess makes sense because he's a new god. So even though 41 fought, and that's a Jack Kirby creation, so that's a good 20-30 year difference before this character has been presented. He's in the New World Saga, which I really gotta read that. I've always wanted to read the original Jack Kirby one. Let's see. In the present, Huntress recruits Grundy into the Justice Society. So that's where we saw him as a member of the Justice Society. In the DC All-in-One initiative, Solomon Grundy joins Scandal Savage. Okay, creator of 2005.
Yeah.
So they womanized Vandal Savage.
Daughter.
Okay.
It's
Well,
the daughter of Vandal Savage and a member of the Secret Six.
unknown Brazilian woman being raised in the latter's country and trained in combat at an early age. Okay. And they won't even I can't even tell this is if this is the best picture of her, you can tell that she doesn't show up a lot. Yeah, not a lot to go off here, but yeah, 2005, that tracks. Scandal Savage, which just kind of sounds like a well, let's be honest, it kind of sounds like a drag queen version. Either way, Scandal Savage, incarnation of the Injustice Society. Wait, hold on. I have to see this again. Does she have so she's not even immortal.
No, she's not.
No, all right. Enhanced durability, expert driver, wields wrist-mounted blades. That's
Okay. So I mean, I can do suspension of disbelief, but excellent driver. Come on.
yeah, it's just like everybody's favorite Batman.
He can parallel park.
Yeah.
Oh, she's an excellent driver.
No, it's the same thing with the Batman of all countries, El Gaucho. He has the ability to ride horses.
For what's right. For love. My paws are a cry for justice. My dick veins are a cry of passion. I am El Gaucho.
Yeah. Yeah, he should have way more kids, which he should, he should have a shit ton more kids. So where were we? The All One Initiative, when Grundy assists Dr. Elemental, Fog, and Red Lantern. Well, there's a shit ton of Red Lanterns, so getting information on them. Flash tries to get answers from Grundy and Red Lantern. Red Lantern is the name of two characters' appearance. Okay. So Red Lantern was a thing before the Red Lantern Corps. Learning a bunch of stuff today, guys. Watan. Oh, Gardner Fox creation.
I prefer wonton.
Yeah, I almost said wonton, and then I heard Led Zeppelin's Wonton song in my head. And now I'm very happy. Been around 87. Kind of looks like an evil version of Captain Planet. And yes, kind of got some like Fu Manchu vibes and extended green underwear. Wow. It
was Launder Day.
Yeah. He's like, this is going to be my supervillain costume. Well, I got banks to rob, so let's just do this. Wonton has Grundy accompany him. Has Grundy accompany Gentleman Ghost, who is a very kick-ass character that's also been around forever. And going into hell to meet up with the Demons 3. The Demons 3 shows up in the Superpowers team, and with Gas voiced by Peter Cullen. Got always love me some Peter Cullen. Gentleman Ghost and Grundy learn from the Demons 3 that Hawkman was rescued by Hawkgirl and a female ghost calling herself Kid Eternity, which Kid Eternity. Christopher Freeman, 42. So, I mean, a lot. When you deal with this character, you're going to run into a lot of recycled characters.
Mhm.
Powers and abilities. See, yeah, here you go. Skulk in the Amalgam comics. That's great. Earth 2, an alternate version of Solomon Grundy appears in the new 52. A version is the Champion of the Gray, a cosmic force connecting fungal life, who is just called Solomon Grundy, who worked in a slaughterhouse before foreman Henry Pitness raped his wife Penny, and who committed suicide shortly after, leading him to kill everyone in the facility and then himself. So yeah, a little crazier. Let's go into we've been going for a little while here. Let's get into another media and just call it a day. Wow, it doesn't have a. I'm shocked this doesn't have a page because he's been in a shit ton of stuff. But yeah, he's in the Legendary Superheroes, and he's by you see him by Mickey Morton. If you go, he actually it is pretty accurate. He's in the Legion of Doom, which you can see him right there. It's pretty comic book accurate. It's just a big guy painted white. You know what, AJ, Kid Gadget is actually like a pretty solid like name. Like that's good on you, bro. That's actually a pretty good name. Like, you know, for like a sidekick or like young hero, Kid Gadget. I like it. Solomon Grundy makes a cameo appearance in Smallville. Cyrus Gold is in the second season of Arrow. I mean, this was fine. Solomon Grundy appears in Gotham. It's not fun without the visual aids. So
Yeah.
Grundy. Various media depictions. Oh, careful, guys. We're journeying into Reddit.
No.
I know, but this is fine. Okay. Let's just scooch this over so I can see StreamYards and this. This is how he looks on Gotham. This is how he looks in Stargirl, which I think is sweet. What do you hit to like zoom in so to make it bigger so everyone can see?
Control plus. It's either Control plus or Alt plus. There you go.
There you go. That's a little bit better. This is how he looks in the Batman, but it also looks like that's Clayface turning into him. This is Justice League Unlimited. I can't remember which one this one is from, so you guys can scream at me in the chat. Yeah, so I mean he's fairly depicted the same way all the time. There's not God, I love that spread so much. That's just so cool. Yeah, very, very early on. So like he was always big. He wasn't necessarily like a powerhouse in how he's depicted, but like he was very, very toothy when he first started. And then that's more kind of the Solomon Grundy we've all kind of gotten used to. Seeing if there's any noticeable. Yeah, and then there's ones where he's basically Frankenstein's monster right there. But yeah, he usually has a pretty general look. Some are better, some are worse. He is friends with Bizarro, which I always thought was hilarious. Here's the one I was talking about in that Justice League series where Alex Ross did the art. So like I like this depiction. Of course, Alex Ross is always amazing. And then yeah, I think we're good. Emerald, what you got going on? And like I said, here's from Earth 2. Okay,
well, I'm going to start working on my
in the bold.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about starting to make a Halloween costume of Solomon Grundy. Coming up today. I haven't heard. I don't even know if it's happening today. Let me check something real quick here. Nope, I don't know. I would say normally 11 a.m. PST over on Theo Snodgrass channel, Stitchgrass Theo Snodgrass, but I haven't heard from him yet today, so I don't even know if we're going to do one today.
Okay.
So, there's that.
That seems like fairly classic him.
Yeah, it does. Coming up, not this week, but next Saturday is the official moving date of Rogues Gallery with Iron Oxide. That's at 4:35 p.m. PST over on his channel. That will then lead into my show, which is insert title here at 7 p.m. PST, which does air tonight. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the show tonight. Are we going to play a game? Are we just going to sit around and bullshit? I don't know. Still haven't figured it out. Tuesdays at 6 p.m. PST is Nerds Covering the News over on my channel. And then on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. PST over on Devil's channel is Make Me a Sandwich.
Yes. And you might find me tonight on Devil's channel. I am celebrating my birthday with my wife today because we are doing family stuff tomorrow. But tomorrow at 8 p.m. EST, I will be celebrating my birthday. I'm doing a longer version of In Other News, and I'm giving I'll be giving the link to like various people who want to just jump in and wish me a happy birthday, hang out for a little bit. But we'll be and I have work off on Monday, so we'll be starting earlier and going longer. So I'll start accruing stories today, and you know, it'll be should be a good time. I got some various people already saying that they're gonna jump in, and I'll have my regulars, and we'll just talk about stuff and eventually just get into the crappy news that I cover, because you know we can't talk about real news on a Sunday night.
No,
you're getting your week started off. You don't need to get hit in the face with some hard-hitting news. You want to hear about animals who won beauty contests and you know, people in Thailand getting their penis bit off by a snake who lives in the sewer. That's the type of news that you want to hear about. But other than that, yes, hopefully I'll be on Emerald Arrow's show. Sometimes you'll find me on Ironside show. You can find me on Tinfoil Haters every Tuesday, and then if it doesn't run long, I jump on to Nerds Covering the News, which has been a lot of fun. And yes, I'm doing it solely for Bobby, and also a happy birthday to you, sir. And yeah, after that, it's just the regular stuff. So I think we did that. I don't know who we're going to be covering next week, but we're going to continue on the theme of spooky season. I'm thinking either the ultimate trick-or-treater Clayface or Man Bat. We could do that. There are a couple more scary characters we could get to, like Victor Zaz. You can do we'll figure it out though. We got a whole week to figure it out. But guys, you can get your Batman fixed anywhere you guys chose to get it here. Do me a favor, like, share the show, spread the word around that just like when you were a kid, you can just talk about these superheroes in the morning, have a bowl of cereal with Three Pete and company, and we will catch you guys next week. Or actually, no, go to Drunken's tonight. Go to Drunken Emerald Arrow Show. Why wait a whole week? I'll probably be there anyway. All right. Well, bye.
Have a good night.
Come on.
Yes, Batman, clad in the somber costume which has struck terror to the heart of many a swaggering denizen of the underworld.
Bob? Done.
Holy CinemaScope! Holy miscast Batman! Holy movie moguls! Holy cliffhangers Batman! Holy suborbit Batman! It's raining down there! Big history! Holy catastrophes Batman! Holy bullseye Batman! Holy stereo! Listen to this! Holy armadillos! Holy Krypton! Holy trampoline! Holy fork in the road! Holy Titanic Batman! Holy Houdini! Holy funny bone the Joker! Holy chutzpah! Holy precision!
Tomorrow, same that time, same that channel.
The monster who took you from me will soon learn that revenge is a dish best served cold.